So, does it live up to the hype? That is the main question a lot of people have about the new It movie, based off the Stephen King novel and sort of a remake of the 1990 miniseries starring Tim Curry. And the answer is yes, it does, and it actually exceeds it in my opinion. This is just going to be a quick, maybe like 5 minute review, and then I'll upload a spoiler video where I go more into depth about the movie. First and foremost, do not go into this movie expecting it to be all about Pennywise, because it's really not. It's more about the kids or the Losers Club and their kind of like their growth throughout the movie. The best way I can describe this movie is if you took the horror aspect of Stranger Things, the adventure of Goonies, and the coming of age story of Stand By Me. If you put all of that together, that's this movie. And the fact that this movie is completely carried by a seven character crew of just kids, probably all under the age of 13, is truly spectacular. All of the characters are fantastic. There's two characters that if they weren't in the movie wouldn't be any different. Again, I'll touch on that later on. Overall, though, this movie is it's really fun to watch. If you watch this movie, there is a character in this movie that you will relate to, and you'll be like, that was me in grade 8 or grade 9, whatever age these kids are. Finn Wolfhard is easily in my top 2 favorite characters. His character of Richie is just so funny. He's always there to throw in the quips or the dirty jokes and all that. He's great. The character of Beverly is awesome. I didn't expect her to bring much to the table. I thought she was there to bring female diversity, but she friggin' steals the show. The kids are just fantastic, and what I really like about this movie is that it really does the book justice, because a lot of the times people that create movies, or horror movies more so, that have kids really shy away from like violence towards kids or kids being kids. There's a scene in this movie that when I saw it, I'm like, wow, they went there. And again, I'll talk about that in the spoiler video, but the kids are being kids. They're not squeaky clean, cookie cutter kids. Like, they're swearing up storms. They're telling each other to fuck off and like saying like, oh, your mom's got crabs and stuff. The kids are being kids, and that's something that you don't see in a lot of movies now. However, the main question is Pennywise any good? And Ben Skarsgård as Pennywise is terrifying at times. He's very creepy overall and terrifying at times. The one thing I really liked about Pennywise is the effect that they do on his eyes. His eyes like glow, and they're sometimes a little askew to kind of make him look kind of freaky looking. And his voice, Ben Skarsgård's voice as Pennywise, is very. It's not as deep and as creepy as Tim Curry's voice was. It's actually creepier than Tim Curry's voice was, but he's got more of like it's more high pitched, but it makes it a bit creepier. His mannerisms are fantastic. Because just everything about Pennywise is great. Like, even like the fact that he's like, Ben Skarsgård's a dude that's like 6'8", so him towering over the kids is just a great visual effect. The movie itself isn't that scary. There were only 2 scenes that really kind of like got me. And again, that will be touched on later on. But the movie is very intense and suspenseful at times. Like, I found myself gripping the armrests of my seat more than I was jumping out of my skin. Overall, very, very well made movie. Definitely lives up to the hype, maybe even exceeds it. I personally think that Ben Skarsgård should get an Oscar nomination for his role as Pennywise. He probably won't get it because Hollywood doesn't really acknowledge horror or action stars. The only reason Heath Ledger even got his nomination for the Joker was because he died. So it would be a real shame if he didn't get the nomination, but I don't expect him to, but I think he should. Overall, if I had to rate the It movie out of 10, I would definitely give it a solid 8. There's a lot more that I want to touch on, but that will be in the spoiler video, and I'll leave a link to that in the description below once that video is actually made. But for now, my final word is go see it. You will not be disappointed. Thanks for watching.